You're listening to the Brilliant Breakthroughs Podcast, episode number 55 with Maggie Magan.
Hi, small business owners. Welcome to Brilliant Breakthroughs Podcast, where we focus on creating brilliant breakthroughs for the small business owner. FYI, this is also the name of the #1 best-selling book for small business and entrepreneurship. The good news is you can find this book in paperback and ebook form. Just so you know which one it is on Amazon, type in Brilliant Breakthroughs for the small business owner. And the subtitle is Fresh Perspectives on Profitability, People, Productivity, and Finding Peace in Your Business. If you're listening to this after November 2018, this podcast is referring to the Blue Book in the book series. So I want to say, hi, rock stars. You're awesome business owners. My name is Maggie Magan. I'm the creator of this #1 best-selling annual business book that we call Brilliant Breakthroughs for the Small Business Owner. And today we are honored to have Lori. Wow, I messed up on that, Lori. I'm sorry. Lori Bonanparte. She's our rock star today. She's a #1 Amazon bestselling author, and she's going to talk to us about our business and its performance and ourselves. And Lori has a really different flavor about what she's going to bring to us. So I'm going to just start us off by saying, welcome, Lori Bonanparte.
Thanks. Great to be here, Maggie. Thanks for having me.
Cool. Well, we're thrilled you're here because we haven't talked with you in a while.
Yes, I know. I have been busy behind the scenes creating a course to get out there to multiple people, to get out to the masses for those that I can't reach one by one.
Oh, cool. And what you do is really important. So let me share with everybody that Lori's chapter is the 10th chapter, and it's titled All Action, No Traction. Sometimes it's all in your head. Pretty cool title, Lori.
Thank you. It's true.
So, Lori, you covered a lot of ground in your chapter, and we know that you only scratched a million different points that you could talk about. So today I thought it would be really cool if we would talk to the small business owners who are listening to us, as well as everyone else, because I think what you have to share transcends small business ownership, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And we should probably just start by asking, oh my gosh, in the book, you have this really cool framework.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chapter 10, everybody, it's the last chapter in the Blue Book. And in the framework, you call it the True You Discovery Path. And I love this path you've created because I see the eloquence of it and how it can take people to places they might not have even imagined. Why is it important for the small business owner to know this path?
That's a great question, Maggie. This path is important for everyone. When we're trying to get a desired outcome in our life that we didn't have there before, and that could be something that's in our personal life or within our business. Our business is a reflection of our personal life. So I kind of look at them as one.
Okay.
And based on the framework, I believe that we each have a unique purpose and a mission that only we can fill. We are uniquely designed to fulfill that purpose. Some of us are doing it through our business as well as in our personal life, because like I said, I don't really see a lot of definition there in lines. It kind of goes together, personal life and business. And we can figure out how we get to a fulfilling life by going after our desired outcomes. And we kind of learn as we go. So how that looks in a business setting is we'll have a desired outcome as it relates to our business, and we learn and figure out our mission as we go through the process. And clarity of what we're going after kind of is the byproduct of action. So we have to like get our actions going, and then we figure it out as we go. However, I do have to say it's extremely important to establish a direction for your actions so that you know you're taking the right actions as you move forward. You don't have to have it all figured out, and it's good to have the next step figured out. And you do want to know where you want to end up. And that's where the desired outcomes come in, to get really clear on what is your desired outcome. As you go through your desired outcomes, it leads to, as I show in the framework in the book, it leads to happiness, it leads to empowerment. And eventually, after you get good at that, it leads to your true purpose. And that comes through in your business as well as your personal life. And when you start realizing that you are operating within your true purpose, that's when you really feel like you're living a fulfilled life. And that's why it's important to business owners as well as everyone else.
It is, and I agree. It's relevant for small business owners to get this grip around what they're doing with their business and why they're designing it the way that they are, as well as everyone for designing their life to be fulfilling to them.
Right.
And while you were talking, what dawned on me was I flashed back to when I was in grade school and I was in Girl Scouts. And we were learning how to use a compass and orienting. Okay. And you said something that I think is really important. Sometimes people won't take action because they don't know what's the best action to take.
Right.
And that can slow us down. And I remember when we learned orienting in Scouts that we had our compass in front of us and we would take some steps and they told us where we needed to end up. Right?
That's important.
Yes, really important. We had a destination and then we would start moving and our compass would get us back on track with more movement. So our movement helped clarify our path because we knew where we ultimately needed to be. And sometimes there's some teachings out there. It's like, don't take the wrong action. And to me, that seems very paralyzing.
Right. I agree, because sometimes taking what we think is the wrong action ends up being an experiment that goes really well and helps us get to where we want to go even faster. And we would not have known that had we not attempted that action.
Right, right. So I love the fact that you said take action and then you'll figure it out along the way and you'll ultimately get where you want to be. So everybody, I want you to pay close attention to that because we've heard that phrase paralysis by analysis.
Yes.
And sometimes we're thinking too hard. Do we need thought? Yes. So we can take some right actions or get to the true right action, which you call the true discovery path, right?
Right. The actions within that take you down the path.
Thank you. Thank you. Cool. So you have a lot of fun when you're working with people. I know that.
Yes, because I like to have fun. And most people do like to have fun. And so, yes, I know. So I'm just not one of those people that wants to be super serious all the time. And I believe if we're having fun as we're doing something, we learn better, it sticks better, it gets within ourselves better, and it's easier for us to recall and do what we need to do. So.
Right. Versus lamenting it because it's a have to.
Right. Right. And that's what helps me. It's part of like my mission in my own life, which is to enjoy my life, to live a life that I love. And I love to laugh and I love to have fun. And I include that in what I do.
Woohoo. All right. So you include that in what you do. Why don't we talk about why you do what you do?
Why I do what I do.
Yeah. Bring it
Well,
on.
I explained a little about the True You Discovery Path and how going after your desired outcomes leads to your true purpose. And I see myself in that too. I do what I do as far as helping people get clear on their path because that's my path. That is where it's my true purpose. It's creates a fulfilling life for myself, is to help other people create a fulfilling life for themselves. One of the things I know is when people do that, it having a fulfilling life goes out and touches all the others around them that are touched by their lives. So it gives me an absolute thrill when I witness that I've helped someone do that, because by helping one person, I know that I've helped countless others. Once those people are operating from their true selves and touching others in their lives, I've just touched not just one, but maybe 1,000 or more. I won't know, but that part thrills me and it's my calling. So that's why I do what I do.
Okay, so that's really cool because it's the ripple effect, right?
Exactly.
Okay. And I get that because that's a big motivator for me as well. And I think it is for a lot of people.
Yeah, I've seen it out there.
Hmm. So you help people create a life and understand what they want to create in their life. So they do it intentionally and they get great satisfaction. And the cliche would be love my life or love your life, right?
Live the life you love.
Ah, the cliche. But there's power to that cliche, and that's why it's so popular. And today, there's so many people that aren't doing that. So,
Yes.
whoa, that was quick. So, how do we know if we're, and I'm giving this one to Lori from the left field here. How does someone know if they aren't living their life the way they want to?
If this is easy to answer.
Okay.
Yes, if you feel stuck on any level in any area of your life, I've I've established that there are 8 areas of life that are important and critical. And if you feel stuck in any area, or it might even be like a low level frustration, you want to be somewhere that you're not, or you want to have something that you don't, and it might feel like you're kind of living the same day over and over again in
Ah,
regards to that.
okay. So just going through the motions.
You're going through the motions and nothing changes. And it might not even be a bad situation. It might just be, you're at a plateau and you feel like, is this all there is? It's just this over and over again. So if you're feeling like that, chances are something needs to change a little in order for you to get to feeling as if you have a fulfilling life, to where you're loving your life, to where you wake up every day and you go, "Ah, I get to do me today. I get to do exactly what I want because that's how I've intentionally created my life."
Okay, so if we would hear ourselves say something like, I just wish, that might be a clue, right?
Yes, especially
Okay.
if you say it a lot.
Yes, I get that. Or I really should. That's
Right.
another one. What are some other
Yes.
things that they might be hearing themselves say, either within their mind or out loud to others? That would give them a clue
Um,
like, oh, yeah, I have something missing here. I need to be looking at this.
I'm not sure what to do about this. That's
Ah,
something they could be saying.
oh, okay.
I can't seem to get past this.
Okay.
I think I don't know if I said it before. Is this all there is?
Okay. Or they realize they're stuck, right?
Right.
Okay. The groundhog concept, I like that because it's just like you're trudging through life, you're doing the same old, and you're not enjoying anything.
Right. Right.
Cool.
And when you're in that groundhog day cycle, when you wake up in the morning, today's going to be the same as yesterday pretty much.
Ugh.
And if you wake up with that feeling, you're stuck. You're mentally stuck.
Okay. All right. So this is good because I think sometimes, we'll have these self conversations, but we don't know that they're triggers for the next step.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to share that because I think if people understand, if you catch yourself saying these things or thinking these things, then chances are you're stuck and you need to
Right.
find a new path. Get out of the rut you're in and find a new path.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard to figure out because I've been in that situation in my own life where I have felt stuck. And it's like, I don't even know what I need. So,
Right.
how do I know where to get help to get what I need if I don't know what it is that I need? I'm just tired of reliving the same day over and over again, and I'm not sure what to do about it. So, if you find yourself in that situation, I want you to know you don't have to have all the answers. What you need is the person that is going to ask you the right questions to get the right answers out of you. You already have the answers deep within you. You're just in a place where you're stuck. It happens to everyone. And the right person can help bring out what those answers are for you, which are going to be unique to you and your situation and your business. Not everyone has the same answers. So if you're seeing someone and they say, well, I do this with all my clients, just do XYZ, and let's apply XYZ to your situation, that might not be the best fit for you.
Right. I love this. And I want everybody to really hear what Lori said because we are unique. Everything we do is unique. There are definitely foundational pieces like the science, of living. Science applies to all of us, but how
Right,
we utilize it is the art that
right,
we bring into our existence. And I think sometimes um, at least I know when I'm working with clients, that run small businesses, they definitely have their truths, but they're buried so deeply under all of the other stuff that they don't even know it's there. And your comment about the power of a good question to help them just part the sea on all the clutter and the debris so they can get to their truth is essential.
absolutely.
And I want to share with everyone this is really the power of getting to your true north um, and not following somebody else's path is diving deep to find your truth. And good questions will get you there quicker than anything. So having a really good guide is the key. And I will also share with everyone that Lori is exceptional at this. I'm blown away at um, her capability to do that.
Thank you, Maggie.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Um, Gosh, I would love for us to talk more, and we will in another podcast. But before we clip this one, because time is of the essence, Lori, um, if and I'm going to give you another broad question here that you don't know I'm asking.
Okay, this will be fun.
Tell tell us what one of your favorite activities is that you do.
One of my favorite activities that I do just randomly or okay, yes. I swim. I love to swim. Lap swimming.
Why?
So I it's thrilling for me to shut out the world for a while and just see what comes up in my own thought process. And in the meantime, I am getting in shape, even if it's a hot day. And I love that it's exercise. It doesn't feel like exercise. And I don't sweat. I love that part.
That's why it's my preferred as well. Right there. I guess we're girls.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for sharing. I think people like getting a flavor of who they're listening to. So thanks much. All right. So we'll have another round with Lori. Hang tight, everyone. So, listeners, this is how you can engage more with #1 best-selling author Lori Bonaparte. Start by reading Chapter 10 in the book, Brilliant Breakthroughs for the Small Business Owner, and gift yourself, oh my gosh, gift yourself and your business's performance an opportunity to accept Lori's gift. At the end of the chapter on her author page, she has a special invitation for you. So take her up on it. You'll be amazed. And also, at the end of Lori's chapter, there's all sorts of handles for her social media, so you can engage with her there and start following her and get to know her better. How about that? Lori, you going to show up good for everyone?
Of course, Maggie.
Okay, so here's something else that is really cool. Right now, listeners, you can see everything about the book and how to get a hold of it, as well as Lori, by going to the Books app, Brilliant Biz Book. I'll say that again, Brilliant Biz Book, all one word. And when you go there, you have the opportunity to reach out to Lori directly by clicking on the section called Ask the Experts or Ask an Expert, and you'll see Lori Bonaparte's name. And if you click on that, you can type her question and it'll go right to her and she'll reply back. Right, Lori?
Absolutely. Can't
Okay,
wait to
cool.
hear from you.
Okay, so that's a really cool bonus for all of our listeners. And Lori, right now they're probably saying, how the heck do we get a hold of Lori other than that? Because, we said your social media is all in the book. You can get a hold of you through the app. What's another way for them to reach out to you?
The best way to reach me is to go to trueyouinaction.com. If you go there, I have for you a free mini course about the great 8 areas of life and how they were discovered. And we were talking a bit about people being stuck. If you go there, you can figure out what the great 8 areas are. And then there's also a worksheet so you could see if you're stuck or how stuck you are.
That's cool. Thanks for offering that up. And listeners, we appreciate you listening to the Brilliant Breakthroughs podcast, which Lori, you brought the wow today. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up and doing your wisdom sharing with us.
My pleasure. I've enjoyed being here. The more I could get out to the more people out there, because they need to know there's a simple way to get unstuck.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Yeah. And I know that you're one of those champions. So everybody, thanks for listening to the Brilliant Breakthroughs podcast, where you learn how to create more brilliant breakthroughs for your small business. We'll have Lori back again. Hang tight, everyone. And until next week, shine brightly.